Good day everyone, I am Elami L. De La Cruz, your second discussant. Ms. De Villa already discussed the three major pedagogical approaches, which is the constructivist approach, collaborative approach, and reflective approach. So now let me discuss to you the integrative approach and inquiry-based approach. But before that, what is pedagogy? So pedagogy, it connects with assets that are needed to present content, pull together these assets to create cognitive psychology-based learning process, evaluation of the learning process, whether it is working correctly, preparing content, and how content is presented or delivered to the learners. So this is what it means by pedagogy. So now let's proceed to our main topic for this day. What is integrative approach? Integrative approach aims to connect what is learned in school to real-life situations. Thus, it is more on developing problem solving and discussions on issues of the real world. So, in integrative approach, it enhances the student's capability to acquire real-life skills by linking content between and among subject areas. There are three strategies for this. First is scaffolding knowledge integration. Second, content-based instruction. And last is the thematic teaching and learning design. The first strategy is the scaffolding knowledge integration. Investigates learning and design question. Helps students learn from others. Encourages listening to others. For example, is group work presentation, project exhibit. So in here, it indicates that prompting students to reflect significantly increases knowledge integration in science project. Shows that self-monitoring prompts, which encourage planning for and reflection and activities, help students demonstrate an integrated understanding. So that's what it means by scaffolding knowledge and integration. The second strategy is the content-based instruction. It's a teaching approach where learners study language through meaningful content. It develops linguistic ability, encourages listening to others. For example, in here is the PowerPoint presentation and action research for senior high school. So, content-based instruction, it motivates students to learn because the subject matter is interesting and allows them to apply their learned language skills in a different context instead of rote memorizing vocabulary. And lastly, the thematic teaching and learning design, a process of integrating and linking multiple elements of a curriculum in an ongoing exploration of many different aspects of a topic or subject. So thematic teaching is about students actively constructing their own knowledge, integrates basic disciplines of all subjects. For example, here is the bulletin board display, culminating performance. So it is the way of teaching and learning where many areas of the curriculum are connected together and integrated within a theme. Thematic approach to instruction is a powerful tool for integrating the curriculum and eliminating isolated and reductionist nature of teaching. The value of integrative approach: first, it allows the students to engage in purposeful, relevant learning. Second, it encourages students to see the interconnectedness and interrelationships between the curriculum areas. Third, students are able to use their prior experiences to construct learning. So in conclusion, an integrative approach allows for a cross-fertilization of ideas and concepts that may be new to various others. The whole point is to make discussed concepts applicable for others' environments, stretching students' minds to apply the new ideas in challenging situations they might encounter outside the classroom. Inquiry-based approach is an approach that can easily accommodate project-based learning, challenge-based learning, place-based education, blended learning, and other trends in education. So, inquiry-based learning as an array of classroom practices that promote student learning through guided and increasingly independent investigation of complex questions and problems, often for which there is no single answer. Are four pieces of inquiry-based approach. First is interaction, second clarification, third investigating, and four is design. So the first piece of inquiry is one characterized by interaction. This interaction can be student to material. So this material is ideally obtained through formal research and informal, which is reading, social and digital media collaboration. Means it can be modeled or supplemented by teacher provided materials. Student to peer. This interaction is chosen by teacher or student by need for information and perspective. The second piece is clarification. This happens by analyzing data, identifying and clarifying misconception, and otherwise getting a feel for the scale, nature, and possibility of selected topics of inquiry. So after skimming, reading, watching, and otherwise interacting with a variety of media, this stage of the inquiry process is centered around students clarifying both their own thinking and the nature of the things around them. So ideas for projects, scientific challenges, opportunities for revision, need for design thinking, a new skill to tackle persistent problems, etc. In that way, students both reflect on their own knowledge while beginning to identify possible pathways forward. The third piece is the investigation or questioning piece. It's a critical piece of inquiry-based learning process. So in here it is lack of organization and even confidence or an ability to see the big picture surface here more clearly than other pieces. They often move back and forth between pieces, and new skills and understandings can be obtained as frustratingly small increments. So at this final stage of the inquiry-based learning process, learners are focused on design of solutions to address problems within a manageable scale. So, design of logical and curiosity-based application of current understanding, design of next steps to extend their own learning pathway. How do we use inquiry approach in our lesson? So we can use it through the inquiry cycle. Ask, investigate, create, discuss, and reflect. First, posing a question or asking to the students, and they will investigate or search about the question that have been posted. After that, the students can create, answer, or write, and they will discuss what he wrote on the paper and give his reflection of what he answered is right or wrong. So what is the importance of process-oriented pedagogy and teaching? So based on the discussed 5 pedagogy approaches. So constructivist approach, the students are allowed to be active in the process of understanding and gaining knowledge. Collaborative approach, the students form a groups of learners, learn together and work to solve problems, build strategies, ideas, create products or complete tasks. While in the reflective approach, the students are expected to observe activities of the teachers and the other students in the classroom and analyze why they do it and how it works. Integrative approach, the students are given a learning environment that helps them in connecting with their learning syllabus. And inquiry-based approach, the educators are expected to not just answer the question of the students, but also build a culture where their ideas are explored, challenged, improved, and refined. So pedagogy is often described as the act of teaching. So the 5 pedagogical approach can improve the quality of teaching and the way students learn and interpret. Being mindful of the way you teach can help you understand how it helps students achieve a deeper insight of content. This 5 pedagogical approach builds around situations and problems that learners will experience in their line of work. It could be case study based, where a pre-prepared situation is disseminated to small groups who use their experience to work on it, or specific issues and challenges that the learners have brought with them or prepared beforehand. So the value of using these scenarios is that learners can imagine themselves in this situation and can use real-time discussions to work on the answer. So that would be all. Thank you and God bless everyone.